Hi again, folks. Welcome to the Sabre Zone. This is a video on the channel that always discusses what you had to say and how you said it. So let's take a look. See what, I don't even remember. I know I clipped it and saved it. Let's see what I got here. Right, okay. Tell you guys my short-term memory. All right, shout out goes to 2540. Here's the clip. I know it's only been one game since the deadline, but this is the first time that the team has actually continued to play hard after the trade deadline. The years prior, you could just tell the team gave up and they were just playing to get through it. Now they feel like they're playing to win. And yes, 2540. You're gonna have to tell me why that's your name one day. So this is what I would say, 254, with something like that. I think that culture change happened, honestly, before the first game of the season. I honestly do. I honestly think, and I think we had to go through another horrible losing streak. What was it, 6, 7, 8, whatever it was? I've lost track. The losing streaks get blurry in my head and I forget about them. I look at the 60-minute game. It's always what I've done when it comes to hockey. Even when the Sabres were a Stanley Cup contender, I always looked at the 60-minute game. What are they bringing to the ice for 60 minutes, you know? And that is the big change, I think, as of recently, for sure, without a doubt. You're right, they're playing to win. They are. No doubt about it. They are playing to win now. The boys now are all about committing to each other, you know? This band of brothers idea is really it. This is what's going on. And that's a lot of credit to Granato and Adams that got this culture thing changed and fixed, finally. And getting rid of Jack. Getting rid of Jack. You know, honestly. I'll tell you right now, I don't think the Bruins will ever go after this guy. I think they're too smart of an organization. I can't see the Bruins eventually, guys. Although they went after Taylor Hall, so. But I can't see a team like the Bruins ever going after a guy like Jack Eichel. I can't. I know he's voiced he wants to play there. Who cares what he wants? You know, the Bruins want to win cups. They don't want Jack Eichel. So this is what I'm thinking. You know, when it comes along the lines of our team now, Tuck isn't bigger than the team. Nobody is, right? Nobody. Those days are gone. When we had our blue-collar team back, you know, with the Hasek and Pekka era, they weren't bigger than the team. And let's face it, Dominic Hasek was. He was. He was the greatest goalie to ever play this game, I believe. My opinion, not because he was a Sabre, but because he won 6 Veznas in 8 years with an average team when Waugh and Brodeur were in their primes and winning cups. He was winning the Veznas with average teams. His average shutouts were 31 and 32, 31 point something. I think it was 31.6 shots per game per shutout. Brodeur was 19 point something, and Patrick Waugh, I believe, was 20 or 21 point something, or 20. I think it was 20. So think about it. He averaged at least 10 more saves a game in his shutouts than the other goalies did. We didn't have the Scott Stevens and the Niedermayers in front of us. We didn't. You know, it's different. God, they had studs on their team jersey, studs. And that Sabres team didn't. And I think that's what they're trying to build again, because they realized if it was successful then, it can be successful again. And they're not trying to mimic the 99 team, guys, no, or 98, 99 era. They're not trying to do that, but what they're trying to do is have that same camaraderie in the dressing room, where everybody cares about everybody. And you're hearing stories, like many stories this year, that this is the closest knit Sabres team in a decade. In that dressing room and off the ice. These guys are best friends. They all get along. They talk to each other on the phone after the game, all sorts of stuff. You know, we don't have a divide anymore in the dressing room. And I won't mention Jack's name, so we'll leave that out of there. So, you know, as we go forward now, and we continue to learn, and we continue to get better, and that's the key, is getting better, of course, in all of this, is getting better. We're going to, just because we're getting older. Just that alone means the Sabres are getting bigger, stronger, more experienced, all of it. And we're going to be still a younger team next year, guys. We're going to be even younger next year. And yes, it's possible when you got a 19-year-old coming in and you got a 20-year-old and another 20-year-old and maybe a 21-year-old. We might have 4 guys 21 and under joining the squad next year. That's 1/6 of the team. That drops your number right away. And think about it. If Anderson's not around, that's a 40-year-old off the age of the average age. Anderson's 2 players' ages in one shot. So we're going to be younger next year, no doubt. We will be younger. UPL will be up too. There's another one. So there's a lot to look forward to with this team, absolutely. And you know what's great, like 254 is saying here, is that now they're trying to win before these guys are even part of it. So they're going to come into a winning culture, guys. Let's face it. Maybe not a winning historical culture, but a culture where winning is demanded on this team now. A culture change is expected. Your 100% goes without a doubt. You can't give 100%, you're not part of this group. Things like that. Not like the old days, well, I have a contract extension, I guess I'm okay, and all that crap, No, those days are gone. Thank God. I mean, like Adam said, it was the hardest thing as him as GM. Not the Jack trade, the culture change for him has been the hardest thing to achieve. The hardest thing. And they did pretty damn well in this year. We see it. We know there's a culture change now. We know. We could hit a losing streak, guys, and we won't second guess the culture change. We'll second guess the lineup. The fact we're the lowest paid team in hockey, even with Boychuk's contract, they're helping out. We're in good shape. We're in good shape because the finances are. And this is what I don't want to see happen. I don't want to see us do all sorts of stupid moves and dumb signings. And no, let's make sure we're economical, but make sure we're fair. And say, you might think you're worth that, you're just not, but you are worth this. So why don't we bump you up a little past that as a show of good faith? How you handle the negotiations is everything, really. It's, let me close this, guys. I always leave my computer open and I wonder why my battery starts to get drained. Yeah, so when it comes down to I believe what 254 is talking about there is really, in a nutshell, the culture change. That's what it is. And really, the culture change is for real. It's not a fake thing. It's not something we're imagining. It didn't fall from the sky on our lap. We had to earn it. We had to ship out our captain to make it happen. We had to do some things, finally, to make this team right. Because really, nothing's bigger than this. The logo's the biggest thing, guys. It is. It's what represents our memories. The players wore it. We don't forget them. Who's ever going to forget LaFontaine, McGillney, all these guys? We're not. Perreault, Robert, Martin. I can go on and on. I don't want to do that. But you know what I mean. We can go on and on about the memories, Hasek. We have great memories. And the one void in our history, in our entire history, is a Stanley Cup. It's the only void. We have a rich history, a proud history, with powerhouse teams, Stanley Cup contenders year after year. Great coaches have come and gone. Great players, Hall of Famers have come and gone on this team. And we just never had a Stanley Cup, guys. And that is why I believe we have to make that this team's focus. And I love the fact that you hear some of them talking about winning a cup together, okay? Because that should be in the discussions. That should be part of our culture and our thinking, is yes, winning a Stanley Cup together. We're going to get there. We're going to make this happen for this city and this franchise. We're going to be the team. No disrespect to the guys behind us, but this team, we're going to be the guys that do it. And the core of this team believes that. What a different feeling a year makes, eh? Guys, remember not too long ago, 17, 18 losses in a row? God. Yes, I had to make videos back then. The first year I had the channel, I'm making videos on a 17-game losing streak. I'm like, oh my God. I was ready to kill myself, I swear. It was so brutal. Oh, Jesus. But the culture change has happened, 254, and I'll tell you right now, I think it's here to stay. I do. Where it's going to take us, isn't that going to be fun to see? Isn't it going to be fun to see next year what's going to happen with all these kids up and coming? And let's not forget, a few of you have thrown this one at me. I'm going to close on this. We got 3 first rounders. One of them just might cut the squad also. And let's not forget unrestricted. We might bring in 2 faces into this lineup that we're going to be screaming yes when we get them. It's going to be a fun off season, guys. It's going to be fun. That's it. I'll see you guys in the post game. Maybe a video or 2 before that. Depends how my day goes. I got to go tend to my little one. See you then.